Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry, I lost my voice a little bit, so I sound a little scratchy. Um, Today I wanted to talk to you about objections, which it's not really a fun topic to talk about, but trust me when I say that we all deal with objections. I don't even want to ask the question if are you hearing objections because I know for a fact that the answer is yes, and if the answer is no, it just means that you're not inviting people, you're not doing anything with your business. But if you're working your business, you're hearing objections. So let's be real. Everybody hears them, regardless of how successful their business becomes. In fact, the more successful a coach is, the more objections they've dealt with. Um, the ones that have heard the most no's are the ones that tend to be the most successful. And that's just a general rule of thumb. I know it seems counterintuitive, but it's totally true. One of the big differences between people who are successful and those who aren't is that those who are successful have made it a priority to improve in their ability in trying to overcome the objection. Instead of just being like, hearing a no and being like, okay, cool, see you later, they practice and try to overcome the objections as you get them and not just stopping when someone says no. When I was a brand new coach, if I sent someone an invite and they said no, that was the end of it. I was like, okay, cool, have a good day, bye, and that was it. And then the conversation stops. And I never got any further with that person. That is not what I do anymore. There is a really awesome document that has been compiled, and it's called the How to Overcome Objections. It's a really good resource on how to overcome common objections. There are certain objections that we all hear, like price or I'm not a shake person, things of that nature. And we will add like a link to that document after this video so that you guys have it as a resource. You can kind of familiarize yourself with ways to overcome those most common objections. There's also a video called Overcoming Objections Like a Pro that gives you some really good ideas on what to say when faced with the most common objections. The main thing that I want you guys to get, though, is that if you're hearing objections, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. In fact, it means that you're doing something right, and it really just means that the person that you're talking to isn't getting enough information to make a positive decision. So your job is to give them that information, but not in a way that's like pushy or like gross or weird, but in a way that can actually inform them so that they can hear it. If you look at getting an objection as somebody just asking for more information, it's a lot easier to swallow. And you have to remember that an objection is not a reflection on you, and it's not a personal attack against you and what you're doing. It has nothing to do with you. It just means a person really has no idea what is going on and what you're offering. So when you do get an objection, what should you do? You should stay positive. If you ask them questions about their particular objection, like, I don't have a lot of money, be like, sometimes if someone's like, I don't have money for this, be like, oh, do you have a gym membership? Do you, because if you, like, price this out, this actually winds up being cheaper than your gym membership, and you could freeze your gym membership during the course of this, and I'll show you that you'll actually be saving money. A popular one that I like to ask is when someone says that the shakes are pricey, I'll say something like, oh, do you usually stop at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, or what do you have for lunch at work, like when you're at work? And a lot of times they'll be like, oh yeah, like I'll get a coffee, I'll get a this, I'll get a that. And I tell them that when I first started, and this is 100% true, we didn't have the money for shakes, and I used to stop at Dunkin' Donuts and get coffee every single day. So what I did was I bought a pound of coffee and started making it at home, and I used the money that I was saving, and that went towards my shakes. So that's kind of what I do is I will either give a story that relates to their personal objection from me or a story from somebody else. You're always like telling people stories back to them. When you want to ask them questions about their objection and you want to show a sincere interest in helping them overcome it. You don't want to ask yes or no questions. You want to really get to the heart of the matter and see what's like getting at them. There are things you can ask like, well, what are things that you do like about it, or in what ways could this be a positive thing in your life? You could also say, if someone says, you could say something like, that's interesting. Can you share with me more about your concerns? And people will tell you. Like, a lot of times, they've had a bad experience in the past with some kind of at-home workout program, or you never know, they did Beachbody in the past and they had a bad experience with a coach who really didn't help them. You want to ask as many questions as you can and have a sincere dialogue so you can get to really the crux of why they're saying no to you. So I'm going to share that video at the end of this, the Overcoming Objections Like a Pro. You want to be yourself, but you also want to be bold in helping them get past their objections, because you know that these products can help change their life, and you know that their life will be better before it. You're not doing them a favor. You're sharing with them something that really is life-changing and something that really can add such a benefit to them. So you want to remember that when you're coming at them and you're asking them questions for their objections, because it comes across. Your confidence in your product and what you do comes across, especially when you're dealing with people that are objecting to what you're asking. So remember, it is your business to help people. So you want to help these people see that there is another way and that Beachbody can really help them. So I'm going to give you some assignments like I always do. The first one, as usual, I want you to share your Shakeology flavor and your workout today. I want you to share the names of at least 3 people on your contact list, just to make sure that we're growing your contact list every day. And I want you to post a sweaty selfie of yourself, and I want you to tag your coach in the post. I want you to post it on your social media. I want you to be doing this every single day. I know these assignments are getting repetitive, but there's a reason for that, because the consistency in your business and the consistency in doing this stuff every day is what will propel your business forward. So I look forward to seeing your responses, and don't forget to check out that document in the video. Have a good day, guys.